I'm straight and I'm interested in straight men. And gay men are interested in men and masculinity, and I am none of those things. It's just not about genitals. When you really think about it, you're not attracted to a person's genitals. You're attracted to who they are. You're attracted to their kind of gender presentation. So hope that clears that question up. The next question is, why won't you hide it and keep it to yourself? And it here in this question is being trans. Well, I'm not ashamed of who I am. I'm not ashamed of the struggles that I've gone through. I'm not ashamed of my identity. I'm not ashamed of my sexuality. I'm not ashamed of my past. And so I don't hide it. And I think that the less and less people do hide it, because historically in the past trans people did hide it a lot, or kept it to themselves, or secrets. And I think that caused a lot of problems in us not getting rights and getting discriminated against. The more people that come out and say, hey, I'm trans, stand up for themselves. We live in a democracy, and that's the only way to get counted, is to stand up and say, hey, this is who I am. Respect me. So that's why I don't keep it to myself and I don't hide it. I mean, I'm not, I don't walk around on a t-shirt with a, hey, I'm trans on my t-shirt. But I won't deny it either. It's a fact about me. And I think it's sometimes important, especially on my video blog, to talk about it and to talk about the issues. And it allows lots of other people to either find solace that they're not alone, that they're not the only one that feels this way, and that it helps people understand that trans people are just normal people, just like everybody else. So next question is, do you think you will complete your gender transformation? And the way I kind of read this question is, do you think you're going to have the surgery? And the surgery being sex reassignment surgery, where they turn my penis into a vagina. And yes, I do plan on having the surgery. It's very expensive. It costs $20,000. So it's not going to happen for a long time. But I do plan on having it, and I look forward to that day. So yeah, I do plan on having the surgery. The next question is, what may be the types of reasoning given for those of a certain initial gender or sexuality to switch from one to the other? And how has this transition transformed your own life experience? Well, I think the reason almost everybody who does it is because it's a necessity. It's not something you choose to do. Before I transitioned, I was extremely depressed, extremely uncomfortable all the time, hated myself, hated looking at myself, was suicidal, and I couldn't function. It just got progressively worse as I got older. I couldn't function, less and less and less. Couldn't deal with it. It just felt disgusting. When I wake up in the morning to when I fall asleep, I just felt disgusting. And then when I started transition, all that feeling faded away. And it's not like I didn't try other things. I did. I tried therapy. I tried all sorts of stuff to feel better. And I tried to be as manly as I could, and it just didn't work. So yeah, I think most people do it out of necessity. And the way I like to put it is, it was either transition or kill myself. And this was a lot better. And how did it affect my life? It just made it so much better. My life is actually normal and happy and on like an upward trajectory, and I have a better personality and attitude, and I'm just a happier person. Even during the sad times and hard times, I'm a happier person. So that's kind of how it's changed my life experience. It's just made my life tremendously better. And the last question is, well, this person basically wants to hear me talk about feminism for a little while, and I have a video about this. It's called I Am a Feminist, because I am, and I think it's very important for all women to be feminists and all people to be feminists, because women need to fight for women's rights, and currently in this culture, in this society, women don't have as many privileges or rights as men. We get paid less. We get treated like children in electronic stores and in all sorts of technical stores. We have all these expectations about raising children and getting married, and that's what our big goal is to be a mother or a wife. And we're We're not measured on the value of our success. And I think that's bullshit. Especially the pay, that's bullshit. And also just, you know, the amount of like violent crimes against women is much greater than the amount of sexual crimes against men. And there's just lots of other reasons why I'm a feminist and why I think women should be feminists. And then the question goes on and asks about official organizations like the National Organization of Women and Planned Parenthood, and I support both those organizations. I think the National Organization of Women, I'm a little not so good on them because they said a lot of racist things in the past, and so I'm a little frustrated with them over that. But Planned Parenthood, I think reproductive rights is a super important thing. You know, that's one of the things that you should be guaranteed as a human being, is the right to your own body. And Planned Parenthood is part of making that so that, you know, you have a right to get pregnant when you want to be pregnant, and to not be pregnant when you don't want to be pregnant, when you're not ready to be pregnant. And so I definitely am for those organizations and support them when I have the money to do so. Yeah. So I guess those are the questions that I decided to answer. I hope it was interesting and informative. And yeah, have a great day. Bye.